Hey guys, it's Mama. How you doing? I guess I haven't done a coffee chat, Mama coffee chat in a while, so I thought, what the hell, let's do it. I'm like, dang it. I was thinking today, I was like, all of a sudden it came to my mind, I was like, catfishing. I'm like, what? What do you mean catfishing? And then I'm like, oh wait, you all know what catfishing is, right? Someone that acts like someone they're not online or whatever. Or, online and then you meet them or whatever, and it's like, whoa, you said you were 6'5" and now you're like 5'1". Yeah, no. That's catfishing. That's the catfish. Yes. But what about a spiritual catfish? I was like, spiritual catfish. I was like, okay, spiritual catfish. So, what is that? There are a lot of signs to that, but yeah. Just like regular catfishing, which is, someone's their appearance. This is, spiritual catfishing, which is someone that speaks of, the Most High, God, that speaks of the light, but is but using the tools of darkness, trying to expose darkness. That's not, that's not, that's part of spiritual catfishing. Using the darkness to expose the light is never going to work. Darkness does not expose itself. Light can do that, only does that. And so we have to be aware of spiritual catfishing. Just like we're aware of regular catfishing, like physical online like catfishing, we have to be aware of these spiritual catfish out here. And that goes for all things like churches, religions, like spirituality. People act one way in front of you and or in front of a crowd and are a total demon in private. Character does matter. Character does count, you guys. Like you have to be your whole self all day. Your transparent self, authentic. Like authenticity is people getting caught up every day for being this big old, like in the world, like in the medical field or in the freaking tech field or whatever field, these people are getting found out they were frauds. Catfishing, man. Putting a product out there or putting something out there that they themselves do not do. This is what spiritual catfishing is. They themselves do not do. They give guidance or advice or biblical teachings or whatever it is, there's, whatever their platform is or whatever's going on. And this has to do with just not even like people, in a building setting or in an online setting. It doesn't matter. They themselves do not do it, but yet they're guiding or saying or teaching things they do not do themselves. That's spiritual catfishing. Yeah. Mama was just having like a thought this morning. It's spiritual awareness, you guys. Turning that on, using your discernment to discern, and watch. I mean, sooner or later, you can see what is it, the cracks or whatever. But what happens is that sometimes you're already emotionally charged or emotionally connected to that said, organization or person. And so you start to overlook the cracks. You start to overlook, the things that are not of God or not of the light. And so that's why it's spiritual catfishing is that much more dangerous than, the regular old catfish. I love catfish. catfish. The Most High uses animals, especially with me. Like he uses animals to teach. He uses animals with me, or the nature. He uses that with all of us. But like that's, he uses those things to teach me. You know what I mean, and to show me, you know. And so we have to be aware. Using our discernment. And this is why I say this also on my channel. You have to be aware of, and always constantly aware of what you're listening to and who you're listening to, because if they're not of the light, it's gonna seep into your character. It's gonna seep into your heart. And whatever you fill your heart with, the mouth, it comes out of your mouth. That is a known fact. Whatever your heart is filled with, it's a spiritual fact. It comes out of your mouth. So if your heart is full of greed and hate and envy and strife, well, guess what? Sooner or later, even if you're spiritual catfishing, it's going to come out sooner or later, because that's what you're filling your mind with. That's what you're filling your heart with. Now, however, if you're filling it with the things of the Most High God, your angels, your guides, you're looking at nature, you're trying to see the signs, you're keeping your heart as pure as you can, because, things happen in life and it constantly is being bombarded. But if you're doing those things, it's going to come out of your mouth. Love, light, understanding, wisdom. Sooner or later, you're going to see the truth, because the devil, even the devil speaks truth, because he knows the truth. He knows the truth. The devil energies, the devil, the shadow, the dark, knows the truth. So they know how to spew some truth in order to catch people. You know what I mean? And of course, it's not all the truth, but they have pieces of the truth that they will put in. So yeah, it's that much more important to know the red flags of spiritual catfishing, you guys, because it's real out here. It's real. It's been real. I mean, I'm not I'm young, but I'm not, I've been around town, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen this world, if your head is not in the sand, you see the world. And so I've been places, I've seen people, I've had to use my discernment and over my heart with spiritual, especially, what we're talking about, the spiritual, when someone's speaking for God, you have to use your discernment and not your heart sometimes, because your heart at this point is already emotionally involved sometimes, you know what I mean? And so it's that much more harder to get out of, a church setting, or any kind of setting, a spiritual setting, a religious setting, because you already are emotionally involved. So yeah, discernment, exercising your discernment, you guys, in these things, in these spiritual matters, so that your heart doesn't become blocked or bitter, because people just, it's hurtful. You know what I mean? Especially when people are just spiritually catfishing you, lying, straight lying, or just straight just using it for money. And I'm not against making money, but we don't use only our spiritual business to get money all the time. I'm sorry. No, because just like those gifts were given to you for free, they can be taken from you for free. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, God, the Most High will bless you. I'm not against that. But at the same time, if that's all that's in your heart, because the Most High knows and looks on the heart, if that's all that's in your heart, that you're out here just putting spiritually catfishing people for money, then yeah, no. Or if you do have gifts and you're using it for just that, then God looks on the heart, like I said, and he sees what's really in there. Not what's coming out your mouth, but what's really in your heart. And so you can't spiritually catfish God at the end of the day. There's no spiritually catfishing God. He knows it all, he made it all, he is all. So yeah, like that's why as when I teach or whatever I'm doing, You, as a teacher, you have to do this all in reverence because you are teaching. It is an honor and a privilege to be able to teach in the spiritual realm. And so when people take it, when they're just, God just knows. So you must be aware also and use your discernment. So yeah, guys. Yo, I hope you understand what I'm saying, guys. But yeah, use your discernment, you guys. Watch for the red flags. Always do your own studying, your own. People will say things. Teacher will say. That's why being a teacher is not easy because whatever you say, people need to be like the Bereans, dude. The Bereans were people that in the Hebrew Israelite people that when a teacher said something, they did their studying day and night. It says day and night because they wanted to make sure what that teacher was saying was on point, not just, whatever, they felt at the moment to get something out of you or to get some kind of, pleasure or something. Because teaching is not about your pleasure. You know what I mean? Yeah, you take pleasure in doing it because, but yeah, it's just, I take pleasure in doing it, but it's just it's respect. There's no respect. Nobody knows about respect anymore. But anyways, that was your mama rant. No, no, that was mama's chat, mama's coffee chat. But yeah, guys, use your discernment. And I think in my readings on my platform, I talk about discernment a lot. So, and sorry guys, checking. You know what I mean? Check your facts. Check your facts. But yeah, no, you know what I mean? Or check, into it. Do your own studying. That's why, and then no one can lead you astray because you know. So, anyways, you guys, that's spiritual catfishing. Don't get caught up, dude. But anyways, you guys, all in due respect and love to everyone watching this. Please like and subscribe. But yeah, see you guys later. Bye, guys. Mama loves you.